will be held from Monday to Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, with the theme Strengthening Regional Cooperation and Institution Building to address the evolving threat of terrorism. The presidency announced that the summit aims to enhance multilateral counter-terrorism cooperation. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa of Ondo State has secured the nomination of the All Progressive Congress APC for the forthcoming November 16 governorship election following his declaration as the party's candidate. Aiyedatiwa clinched the nomination with the resounding victory, amassing a total of 48,569 votes in the primaries. His closest contender, Mayowa Akinfolari, trailed behind with 15,343 votes, while Chief Olushola Oke secured the third position with 14,865 votes. The announcement was made by the chairman of the Governorship Primary Election Committee and Governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Ododo. The Kwara State government has ordered the temporary shutdown of the abattoir at the Mandate Market in Ilori West local government area following the alleged sale of poisonous cow meat in the market. The government, in a statement by the Ministry of Environment, also ordered the immediate general cleaning and fumigation of the abattoir so as to cleanse it of the suspected meat poisoning. The statement, signed by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Abubakar Anyila, said the abattoir would remain shut till Wednesday. Anyila said the decision was part of the efforts to protect members of the public after a non-governmental organization, Kwara Monitoring Group, raised the alarm that meat from 33 cows, which allegedly died of poisoning, had found its way to the market for sale to the public members. In response to the allegation, the state government, in a statement signed by the Commissioner of Health, Amina El Imam, and his counterpart in the Ministry of Agriculture, Toyosi Adebayo, said it had deployed a team of officials to the market, adding that they seized the suspected poisonous meat. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has so far confirmed 8 deaths and over 208 suspected new cases following an outbreak of a strange illness in Sokoto State. Ibrahim Usman, the manager of the center, said at an interactive session with officials of the State Ministry of Health that the incident happened in Sabon, Berin, and Isa local government areas of the state. He also said prompt measures were taken by the NCDC and the state government to control the spread of the yet-to-be-identified disease as samples were taken to NCDC labs for analysis. He stated that the illness manifested with symptoms of abdominal disorder, feverishness, vomiting, and sudden weight loss. Gobe urged the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, do the needful with a view to identifying and curtailing the continued spread of the disease to other areas of the state. The NCDC has so far deployed a national rapid response team to work with the Ministry of Health to further investigate the matter. Oil marketers are gearing up to load refined petroleum products from the Port Harcourt Refining Company as workers at the facility race to get it set for production on the directives of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Dealers confirmed that the PHRC was almost set to start releasing products, projecting a 500 naira to a litre price for premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, from Port Harcourt Refinery in Rivers State. They also expressed optimism that the Dangote Petroleum Refinery would crash PMS price below 500 naira to a litre when it starts releasing products. Dangote Refinery is projected to start supplying petrol to the market in May, as it currently supplies diesel to dealers. In an effort to crack down on price irregularities in local markets, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, has carried out price monitoring and surveillance exercises in Massacre Market in Nasarawa State. Director of Surveillance and Investigations, FCCPC, Bola Dele Adeyinka says the commission had received complaints from consumers that despite the appreciation of the naira against the dollar, prices of goods were still increasing, adding that the aim of carrying out the surveillance is to ensure that prices are regulated and consumers are protected from exorbitant prices and exploitation. Kikelomo Okeri has the rest of the story.
According to FCCPC, the drive to investigate the market is the reason behind the continued food price increase in spite of the reduction of exchange rates. Speaking with newsmen at the market after a tour and engagement with the Masaka market executives, sellers of various products and consumers alike, the Director of Surveillance and Investigation, FCCPC, Bola Dale Adeyinka, expressed the Commission's concern over rising food price across the market in the country. She says the Commission will work with relevant stakeholders to ensure market potential are unlocked and there is no restriction to sales of goods and services.
And the reason for this increase is attributed to transportation, high cost of pesticides, and also, as they say, security. First intervention by from our side is to develop a concise report of all the multiple taxes and then advise government on how we can unlock and remove some of these taxes. Also engage the executives to know that there is no restriction. You can always bring your goods to the market. Then we also unlock the anti-competitive tendencies or cartels. If there are cartels, by reason of the fact that you are restricted to enter or restricted to supply, we will unlock it as well.
While interacting with sellers in the market, they noted the price of food goods is based on the price they got it from the farmers and industries.
The local government, they are trying their own best for this Masaka market so that we see the price, they are control the price very well. Session, anybody to bring the fresh goods for the market, we know them immediately. No Washington, we know them. If we see them, we will pursue them to go report them. We no collect any money for the people they are sell. Just they are registered for the association because the reason that they are do the register because if you bring the fake one, we know. So there are problems with the voting one for the government to help. Number one, a road. Number two, the fuel to come down. So that if the fuel come down, the price for the food will come down.
If you ask me now, who will I ask? Because every day price increment keep going up and we don't know the cost. They say dollar. What is our business with dollar? Dollar will come down, will go up, and prices will still remain the same. So we don't know the impact the government is even creating for us. They just want us to die with hunger. No improvement. They complain of fuel scarcity. It's still the same. So we don't know what to do. People now, since there's no money, how will people patronize? They don't have money. So how will they patronize and buy food stuff? There is no way. So the government should do something. No? We all want to die of hunger. Starvation everywhere. And this thing keep improving rate of stealing. The youth go about stealing things that don't belong to them. So they should do something. No?
It's how we buy, we sell. Because if you buy high, you will sell high. If you buy less, you sell less. We cannot buy less and begin to sell high. Because we are facing the things that other people are facing. Things are very high in the market. So you go bring your own come market, you will not sell it less. Because if you sell less, you go to buy other things, you buy high. The cost of the high price is the transportation. The transportation of everything now is too high. So if they can know something to do about the issue of fuel.
However, sellers and consumers attribute the persistent high food price to the cost of transportation and insecurity. Kikelomo Okeri, Global Television News.
Troops of Operation Lake Sanity 3 under Operation Hardin Kai have reportedly discovered an Islamic State West African province ISWAP terrorist bread production factory hidden within their den in Meisani, Timbuktu, Triangle Damboa local government area of Borno State. According to intelligence sources quoted by security analyst and counterinsurgency expert Zaga Zola Makama, the combined troops of 199 Special Forces Battalion, in conjunction with hybrid forces and the civilian JTF, stumbled upon the bread factory during an exploitation mission into the terrorist hideout. The sources said the factory was destroyed, while items recovered include 2 Leicester generating plants, 1 baking machine, and several baking materials. The Nigerian Labour Congress gave a strong indication that it would press for the inclusion of a clause which would prescribe sanctions for governors and local government administrators who failed to implement the new minimum wage. The National Treasurer of the NLC, Hakeem Ambali, who disclosed this in an interview in Abuja, says the refusal of state governors to pay the current minimum wage was a result of lack of punitive measures in the Minimum Wage Act of 2019. President Bola Tinubu, through his Vice President Kashim Shettima, had on January 30, 2024, inaugurated the 37-member panel on the new minimum wage. With its membership cutting across federal and state government, the private sector and organized labor, the panel is to recommend a new national minimum wage for the country. 2 suspected Boko Haram individuals identified as improvised explosive device IED expert, 19-year-old Abubakar Mohammed alias Gaba and 13-year-old Babagana Modu, have laid down their arms and surrendered to the troops of Sector 3 Multinational Joint Task Force Mungunu in Borno State. The surrender marks a notable success in the ongoing campaign to dismantle Boko Haram's operations in the region. This was disclosed in a press statement signed by the Chief Military Public Relations Officer of the MTJTF in Jedamena, Lieutenant Colonel Abubakar Abdullahi. Severe rainstorms have left about 40 communities without power in Ogun State following extensive damage to electrical infrastructure in the areas. The development has disrupted daily life and hardship on residents. The storm, which struck around midday, accompanied by rains, resulted in numerous falling electricity poles and damaged installations, particularly in the areas of Sango Ota and Mowe in the state. This damage has caused a widespread blackout affecting multiple communities. The Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, IBEDC, reported. Further illustrating the storm's impact, a video making rounds on social media shows falling poles lying on vehicles in the flood-hit Sango Ota area, underscoring the severity of the storm's effect on the community's infrastructure. You're watching News Cycle coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Cycle returns, the Naira crumbles at official window and trades at 1,169 Naira to $1. These and other stories coming right after this break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of News Cycle. Thank you for staying with us. On the foreign scene, the Israeli military says the chief of its intelligence directorate has resigned after taking responsibility for failures leading to the unprecedented October 7 attack by Hamas. Major General Aaron Haliva is the first high-ranking official to step down for failing to prevent the attack that shocked Israel and the international community. Major General Aaron Haliva is in coordination with the Chief of the General Staff, has requested to end his position following his leadership responsibility as the head of the Intelligence Directorate for the events of October 7. The Hamas attack resulted in the death of 1,170 people, mostly civilians, according to an AFP tally based on official Israeli figures. Since then, Israel has vowed to eliminate Hamas and is engaged in baseline assault against the militant group which rules the Gaza Strip. The Palestinian Territory Health Ministry said 34,097 people have been killed in Israel's military campaign in Gaza, most of them women and children. The Kenyan Police Service has arrested fleeing Binance executive Nadeem Ajawala as the International Criminal Police Organization moves to extradite him to Nigeria within the week. Following the development, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the International Criminal Police, the Nigerian Police Force, and the Kenyan Police Service have deepened talks to quicken Ajawala's extradition. In business, the Naira on Friday experienced a slight fall at the official window, trading at 1,169 Naira 99 kobo to the dollar. Data from the official trading platform of the FMDQ exchange, a platform that oversees the Nigerian autonomous foreign exchange market, revealed that the Naira dropped by 1.38% as against the 1,154 Naira 8 kobo to a dollar traded on April 18. The local currency, on the other hand, depreciated by 17.14% to 1,230 Naira per dollar, from 1,050 Naira to $1 on April 17. The presidency has said it is set to launch about 2,700 compressed natural gas-powered buses and tricycles before May 29th, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu turns 1 year in office. It said the federal government was set to deliver 100 conversion workshops and 60 refueling sites spread across 18 states before the end of 2024. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, revealed this in a statement he signed titled Presidential CNG Initiative Set for Rollout. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of the boards of the National Insurance Commission and that of the Security and Exchange Commission. This is contained in a statement by Chief Ajurin Gelale, Special Advisor to the President of Media and Publicity in Abuja. The federal government, through the Nigerian Shippers Council, has stated that it will mandate port service providers and users to register on the Council's online portal by the third quarter of 2024. The Executive Secretary of the NSC, Pius Akuta, disclosed this during a sensitization program for stakeholders on the registration of regulated port service providers and users at the Council's headquarters in Lagos. He reiterated the importance of adherence to the online registration requirements by all service providers in the port, adding that it was in line with the duty of the Council as enshrined in Section 4 of the NCS's regulation of 2015. The NSC boss highlighted the evolution of payment processes from manual to automated systems within the Council and underscored the benefit of registration. He emphasized the mandatory nature of registration, warning that non-compliant entities would face stern consequences. In sports, 3 Nigerian boxing sensations, Adam Olaore and Joshua Omole and Cynthia Ogumilore, are gearing up to script history for Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympics by aiming for the nation's first ever gold medals in boxing. Their journey to the pinnacle of Olympic glory began with a remarkable showing at the African Olympic Boxing Qualifiers in Dakar, Senegal in 2023, where they clinched gold medals in their respective weight categories, securing their tickets to the Paris Games. Ogunsemilore set the stage alight with a commanding victory over Algeria's Khalif Hadijila, securing Nigeria's first gold medal of the tournament in the women's 60-kilogram category. Omole followed suit with a dominant display against Ethiopia's Leta Yedesa in the men's 57-kilogram category, clinching another gold for Nigeria. President of the group, Ade Ojoko, while speaking on the impact of the Ondo Auto Rally concluded earlier in the month, confirmed that the event had the biggest attendance, including racers, enthusiasts, tourists, and even service providers compared to previous editions. The Director General and Chief Executive of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Joseph Osaniping, also commended the use of the motorsport platform to create sustainable traction for tourism, employment, and commerce in Ondo State. The Lagos women's cricket team have won the 2024 Nigerian Cricket Federation and Association of Nigerian Women in Sports Women's Southwest Cricket Championship after beating their Ekiti counterpart by 4 wickets at the University of Lagos Cricket Oval. They have also picked the ticket to represent the Southwest Zone at the national finals at a later date that will be announced by the Federation. The cricket tournament is one of the events of the 2024 Nawiz Games in Lagos. That's it on News Cycle, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and all the handles now showing on your screen. I am Anthony Momodu saying thank you for watching and see you soon.